As you're logged into OfficeTools, select on the contact in the contact list. We'll now select on the Billing tab at the top, Payments. Now looking at the toolbar, Recurring. After selecting on Recurring, the option to select on would now be Create Recurring Payment. This pop-up window will appear, allowing you to configure the contact by name you are establishing this recurring payment for, as well as the staff member who is creating the recurring payment. You'll now be redirected to capture the recurring schedule. Here, you may select or even change the contact name if necessary. Please note, the contact from your contact list will be pre-populated here by default. You can enter a description for the recurring payment schedule. Give it something descriptive, therefore at a glance, you have a pretty good understanding what it's for. You may set the recurring type to the frequency of the payments. We may also set the start date for the total amount or even payment amount. If it's total amount, select payment amount, then enter the total amount of all payments. OfficeTools will calculate the payment amounts based on the total. For select payment amount, if you want to base the schedule on each payment amount, then enter the payment amount for each occurrence. OfficeTools will calculate the total amount based on the payments. For end date, select the end date if you want to schedule on the end date. Then select the end date of the last payment. OfficeTools will calculate the occurrences based on the end date. Here, we may also set the occurrences if you want to base the schedule on a certain number of occurrences. Then enter the number of payments to be made. OfficeTools will calculate the end date based on the occurrences. For occurrence date, semi-monthly option, or quarter month, make selections depending on what was selected for the other fields. For staff email notifications, enter the email address of the staff member to receive the email notification each time a recurring payment is processed. Under Payment Methods, check the bank card to apply to the recurring payments. If the card you want is not listed, click Manage Cards to add a new bank card. Now select Close to save the recurring payment schedule. In the pop-up window that appears, select the account to apply the payment to and click Accept. The following options are examples of APX recurring payments scheduled that has not started. As you can see, we have these 4 options here that have been configured. However, they have not yet started. In the upper right-hand corner, we can clearly see this schedule is not started. Calling your attention to the received amount, remaining amount, as well as the total amount at the bottom. The following is an example of an APX recurring payment schedule that is active. Calling your attention in the upper right-hand corner, this is currently active. And you can see that first schedule was a success for the amount of $150. The following is an example of an APX recurring payment schedule that is active with a failed transaction. As you can see, line item 1 schedule was successful for the amount of $1,250. However, for the second schedule, it failed. If need be, you may select on Retry to go ahead and process. The following is an example of an APX recurring payment schedule that has been completed. Calling your attention in the upper right-hand corner, we can clearly see in green, this has been completed, with a successful mark for all 4 schedules. The following is an example of an APX recurring payment schedule that has been canceled. The first schedule, not only did it go through, it was successful for the amount of $500. Maybe the contact in this particular example reached out to the firm to cancel as far as this recurring payment. Canceled recurring payments could always be skipped. You can always reconfigure if need be for that next payment collection.